What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to teach you 4 different phrases / vocabulary that you need to know in order to navigate restaurants and cafes here in America. So if you plan on moving to America, visiting America, or honestly any English-speaking country, you must know at least these 4 different phrases / vocabulary when you want to order at a restaurant or a cafe. And this is going to be very useful because honestly, just last week, I got the privilege of meeting 5 of my online students in person. We had like a little retreat. We met in Orlando, Florida. It was an amazing experience. If you guys don't know, I teach English at SpeakEnglishWithTiffani.com. The link is in the description. If you want more classes with me, go ahead, click that link, sign up for the Speak English Like a Native course. There's my little commercial for you all. But I do get to meet a lot of people while I'm teaching there. Of course, people from all over the world. And it's more of a family environment than a student-teacher kind of friendship. So I have been teaching there for almost 6 years, and a lot of the students that I met last week in person were some of my OG students, my original students from day one. And when I was talking to them, they told me that ordering their food here in America or their coffee was a lot more challenging than they anticipated. So they speak English very well, right? They are in a Speak English Like a Native course. They are almost at a native level when it comes to vocabulary and everything. They are extremely well spoken, but navigating in America was a lot different than they anticipated. A lot of them, this was their first time here in America. I think 3 out of the 5, it was their first time here in America. And they were like, yeah, Teacher Carley, restaurants and cafes, ordering anything in America was a lot more challenging than I anticipated. So I'm gonna make this video not only for them, but for you, all of you guys wondering, how do I do this when I come to America? All right, so the first expression that you need to know, I feel like no matter where you go, is, can I see the menu, please? I'm gonna say that one more time. Can I see the menu, please? Now I want you to repeat after me. We're gonna change it up a little bit. Can I see the menu, please? All right, you're good. Can I see the menu, please? Now, when you say this, it just is a polite request to look at the menu. A lot of times when you're in a new country, you don't know what you want to order, and sometimes you don't even understand what is on that. Not necessarily saying you don't understand English, you can't read English or anything or the language, but some of the ingredients are different than what you're used to in your home country, or you just don't know the correct name in your home country. You guys use English for this term or this word or this food, but in America, it could be a different English word that we use, you know? So it all just depends. So you need to see the menu to see what they have in order to order the food, right? So can I see the menu, please? Or if you're with a group of people, you can say, can we see the menu, please? You know, either one, you know, use your common sense when it comes to that. But can I see the menu, please? Or can we see the menu, please? It's just a polite way to ask for the menu so that you can figure out what you want. So an example sentence of this, and I'm telling you an example sentence in order for you guys to further understand this expression. However, do not feel the need to only use it in this context. I gave you the expression, please go forth and use it however you want, all right? But the example sentence that I would like to share with you all is, could I see the menu, please? I'm ready to order. Could I see the menu, please? I'm ready to order. So that is the example sentence I prepared for you all. So, however, there are many different ways that you can use this phrase. Can I see the menu, please? I need to know what to order. Can I see the menu, please? I'm not ready to order. Can I see the menu, please? I would like to order takeout. Can I see the menu, please? I'm confused as to what this is. Can I see the menu, please? What are the ingredients? Like, there's a million different things you can say. And you can just say, can I see the menu, please? And that's it. Or can I see the menu? No, please. It's a little bit rude to drop the please, but you know what? You do you. That's up to you. Take this information, go forth and use it. You don't have to use it in any kind of certain form. The example sentence I gave you, the ones that I did give you, they're there for you for reference only. Feel free to use it in any way, shape, or form. So that's the first one, but I told you there are 4 that I think are extremely important. The next one is just kind of like a starter sentence. So it is vocabulary, technically, and you'll finish the sentence ... So let me explain. I'll have blah, 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 blah. I'll have, my voice cracked. I'll have, So this is what you say when you are ready to order. So when you want to tell the waiter what you would like to order, you'll say, I'll have the double bacon cheeseburger, all right, which sounds amazing right now. Or I'll have the omelet. I'll have the chicken and waffles. I'll have the steak and asparagus. Or I'll have, for me, a grande ice shake and espresso. That's my Starbucks order. I'll have whatever, it's what you're about to order. Instead of saying, can you give me blah, blah, blah? Can you give me the steak and potatoes? Can you get me, or can I order you'll just simplify it. I'll have the, all right? So repeat after me. We're going to make up a random scenario. Pretend that you love chili cheese fries. Here's a picture of chili cheese fries. They're not necessarily healthy for you, but as an American staple. As an American, I must promote chili cheese fries. Take a moment. Oh, say, can you see? No, I'm just kidding. But chili cheese fries are good. If you're coming to America, I highly recommend either chili cheese fries or chili cheese dogs, all right? Now, where you get those? Crystals, if you're in the South, White Castle, if you're in the North, you can figure it out. You can Google search, right? ChatGPT, whatever. Anyways, back to the example sentence. I'll have the chili cheese fries, all right? Repeat after me. I'll have the chili cheese fries. Good. This is my first time letting you guys repeat. I'm trying to do something new. So I'll have the chili cheese fries. Good. And again, 10 out of 10 recommend if you're visiting America, chili cheese fries. It is bussin'. You guys don't know what bussin' means? You can look here. Bussin' means, spoiler alert, it just means it's delicious. It's delicious. But if you want to actually have a full video to watch on the slang bussin', you can click there and watch it. Chili cheese fries are bussin'. All right, so I'll have, you just use this in front of whatever you're about to order. I'll have a Coke. I'll have the chili cheese fries. I'll have a steak. I'll have chicken fingers. I'll have a glass of water, please. We have to be healthy for a second. I'll have a salad, please. I'll eat like a rabbit. I'll eat rabbit food. Don't get me wrong. I love a good salad, but sometimes I need meat, protein. So we have, could I see the menu, please? I'll have, Number 3, can I get this to go? Can I get this to go? So repeat after me. Can I get this to go? Good. Can I get this to go? Good. All right. Get this to go. Can I get this to go? The full phrase is what you use to request to take food away from the restaurant. So you don't want to eat the food there at the restaurant, right? You don't want to sit down. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you don't like people. You have social anxiety. You don't like to eat in front of people. Maybe you would rather just eat in the comfortability of your own home or Airbnb or hotel. So you're like, can I get this to go? You can also say, can I get this for takeout, or can I place an order to go? A lot of different variations of this, but everybody knows what you mean when you say, can I get this to go? Which means, can I take this away from the restaurant and eat it? Like you take it in like a little bag. You don't eat the food there at the restaurant. You take it away and eat it somewhere else. So can I take this to go? All right, so an example sentence of this is, I'm in a hurry. Can I take this to go? I'm in a hurry. Can I take this to go? Just means you're not going to eat at the restaurant. You do not plan to eat there. You will take it to go. So if you are traveling, a lot of times you waste so much time sitting in a restaurant. When in America, I know in some Asian countries, it's kind of taboo to eat while you walk, or to eat in the car, or to eat doing this or that. In America, we don't care. We don't care. All right, so to save time, little travel tip for you. Get something to go, fast food or otherwise, and eat it on your way to another destination, at the beach, at a picnic. Like, you want to explore the most that you can while you're traveling, right? So have a little picnic somewhere. Get it to go somewhere, have a picnic. Go to the beach, if you're nearby a beach. Go someplace where you can picnic, take it. If you're in New York, like Central Park, anywhere else where you have like a better scenery of America than just 4 walls in a restaurant. A little tidbit for you there. So the last one that I think is very important for you to know when you're coming to America, you want to order at restaurants and cafes, is tip or service included? Now, I have a whole podcast about tipping culture here in America. If you want to learn more about that, you can click and listen to the podcast. But we tip in America. So some people call it service, some people call it tip. Here in the South, where I come from, we typically say tip, but I have heard it also say service or even gratuity. 3 different words. Tip service, gratuity, those three words all mean the same thing. And that is just the money that you give in addition to the bill. The money that you give in addition to the bill. And that money typically goes to whoever is preparing your food or drink. It's split amongst the waiters, the waitresses, the chefs, the cooks, the baristas, whoever. It's split amongst them. If you want to ask, is tip included? Is service included? Is gratuity included? That's all you have to say. Because some places it is already included. You do not have to tip more. You do not have to give more money. Some other places you do have to, because it is not included. And a lot of times that's based on the price. So I would say 9 times out of 10 here in America, if the bill is less than $100, then usually tip is not included. Gratuity is not included. However, if the bill is more than $100, tip is included most of the time. It really just depends on the restaurant or wherever you're at though. Is service included? Repeat after me. Is service included? Now let's say a different way. Is tip included? Good. Is gratuity included? Good. Again, they all mean the same thing. Service, tip, gratuity. It just depends on where you are at in the United States. People say it different ways, but people will understand you no matter what you choose to say. If you say service, if you say tip, if you say gratuity, they're all going to understand what you mean. And then it's really up to yours and their discretion on how you and they say it back. All right. An example sentence of this is, I'm happy to leave a tip, but is service already included? I'm happy to leave a tip, but is service already included? Again, is service already included, or is service included just means, hey, is there already a tip on my bill? Do I have to pay more? It's just a question. So today we learned 4 different phrases / some vocabulary that I feel you must know when you are ordering from restaurants or cafes here in America, or like I said, any native English speaking country. All right. So could I see the menu, please? I'll have blah, blah, blah. Bacon, was it bacon chili cheese fries? Can I get this to go? Is service, tip, gratuity included? All right. It's weirdly shaped, but there we go. We have 4 that we just learned. So if you enjoyed this video, if you feel like you learned a lot from this video, if you like me as a person, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Again, I gave my little commercial for Speak English with Tiffany, the academy that I work for. If you would like to join, I am a teacher in the Speak English Like a Native course. You can click the link below and join. All of that being said, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you like this video, and I will see you all in the next video.